how to create a simple business plan. This is Entrepreneurship 101. So if you are a woman who has oftentimes found herself dreaming about owning your own business and literally growing that thing so that you can be able to leave a legacy, if you have a reason for wanting to create a business like financial freedom, then you are in the exact place that you are supposed to be, because I'm super excited to share with you the process of starting your own business so that you can totally move forward towards your dreams becoming a reality. Hey beautiful, if you've never seen my face before, my name is Tamia Dawkins. On my channel I teach all things connected to living the intentional lady life so that you can build a bomb business and a dream life that I know that you'll absolutely love. Why? Because of the fact that you built it. Do me a favor and make sure that you subscribe, because this is actually my third video in my Entrepreneurship 101 series, my first series on this channel. I want you to subscribe so that you can get updates on exactly when I'm going to go ahead and put out the next video in this series. Be sure to also check the playlist for Entrepreneurship 101. So in today's video, I'm going to be able to share with you some amazing foundational step-by-step plans that you need to put into place while you go ahead and you build your business. I'm going to be able to teach you how to write a business plan and also how you can write this business plan super fast. You see, sometimes we can get instantly intimidated by business plans, but you totally should not. And if you are, it's probably only because of the fact that you just have simply never done it before. But don't worry, I got you. So before we jump into the how you can go ahead and write your business plan, I think it's important to know the purpose of a business plan. And so a purpose of a business plan is to help you to be able to articulate a strategy for starting your particular business. Your business plan will be able to show you and also those that are viewing your business plan, like potential investors, all of the resources that are required to be able to achieve the goals that you want to fulfill in your business. You also, in this business plan, have a timeline of different kinds of anticipated results. So the objectives of your business plan should always be able to indicate how exactly they are going to connect and parallel with the growth of your business. So business plans are just that. They're a plan. They help you to be able to run your business. And so you want an amazing business plan that will be able to help to guide you through the different stages of your business planning and also the management of your business. So you're going to use this amazing and simple business plan as a roadmap for how to structure, run, and also grow your business. This is the exact strategy and plan, of course, that you need to be able to help you to do all of the things that you want to do as a new business owner. Aside from just utilizing your business plans as a roadmap, as I mentioned before, business plans have the ability to be able to position you to get funding from different kinds of investors. And so imagine you as an investor into someone else's vision. You want to be able to be confident to know that you're going to get a return on your investments. And so this is how potential angel investors look at your business. Now, majority of the most amazing businesses that you see and absolutely admire, they have angel investors. That means that they're able to submit their business plans to different kinds of investors. And once they submit their business plans to these investors, then these investors give them the money that they need to be able to start the business that they want to start. Now, some people go through a process of making sure that they have investors lined up for their business for years to come before they even launch. This business plan that you have, or your particular business plan, is really going to convince people that you are serious about the very thing that you are building. And so by taking time to put together a business plan that you may change up in the future, and you definitely should go ahead and refresh, you know that you will be confident enough to be able to present your business to anybody, anywhere. Now, there are two different types of business plans that you can go ahead and work with according to SBA.com. And I'll make sure that I put this particular website in the description box down below. And so they talk about having a lean startup plan. So this particular type of plan is a high level focus, fast to write, and it also contains key elements only. So no fluff, is kind of straight to the point. And so some lenders or investors in particular may ask you for more information that's detailed, but with this particular business plan, it's pretty much straight to the point. Now then there's your traditional business plan, which might be a couple of pages long. This type of plan is very detailed and it takes more time to write and it's comprehensive, and lenders and investors really usually request this particular plan because it really lets them know exactly what it is that you are trying to do as a business owner. All right, so we have all of the details surrounding exactly what a business plan is, why you need it. So let's go ahead and dive right into how you can go ahead and create a very simple business plan, in my opinion. So first, you're going to start with writing out what is known as an executive summary. And so you're going to briefly be able to tell the people that are reading your particular business plan what your company is and why it's going to be successful. So some of the things that you want to include is going to be like your mission and your statement and your vision, and also your products or your services, and all of the foundational information about your company, as well as the leadership or the CEO or the team that's connected to your business. You also want to detail the location of your business, and let's say it's an online business like mine, then it will be important for you to make sure that you have a virtual location for your business, which is simply just setting up what is known as a virtual mailbox. You also want to include some details about your financial information and how you plan to grow your business as it develops. Next, you're going to go ahead and write out your company's description. So you're going to use your company's description to be able to give detailed information about your company. Once again, you want to go into details about the problems that your business is going to solve, because this is why you're in business anyway, right? You're solving people's pain points. You want to be very specific, and you want to be able to list out all the details that concern the different pain points, once again, that you plan to serve. Then you want to go ahead and talk about all of the competitive advantages that will make your particular business a success. This is your opportunity to allow for your business to really stand out. Now, in order to be able to do this, it's important that you go ahead and you play the spy game on those that you're in competition with, so that you know what it is that they're offering to the industry versus what it is that you're going to offer to the industry. Now, I talk a lot about differentiation in almost a lot of my videos. I was going to say all, but a lot of my videos, so that you don't get intimidated by the fact that you might see a business model that you want to go ahead and follow, and you don't waste time feeling like you cannot go ahead and model that particular business because you're copying. You're not copying, but you're differentiating. You are going to put your unique spin on what is not even new anyway, because there's nothing new under the sun, right? So you're just serving potentially the same clientele or the same customer base, but your unique spin on your particular business idea is what is going to draw people in. Now, if you have different experts that are a part of your team or a part of your business, and you definitely want to name these assets as well, right? Every great business owner eventually, not necessarily in the beginning, but as your business has the potential to grow, or it grows, should I say, then you want to make sure that you are obviously surrounded with people that do what you do. You want to make sure that you're surrounded with different experts, and you definitely want to talk about this in your business plan, so that people realize that you're not a one-woman show, but you definitely have a supportive team that's helping to drive your vision. Now, if you're not there yet, that's okay. You will get there, but it's important for you, if you have vision, to be able to delegate different components of your business. It's important that you list these things out, even if these particular seats are not occupied yet. Now, if you have a more of what's called a brick and mortar store, you want to make sure that you list the location of your store, or if you know potentially where your store is going to be listed. And so this is important because investors want to know that where your store location is, it will be able to be profitable. Now, within your company's description, this is a place where you really want to talk about how amazing your company is in terms of the strengths of your companies. Go ahead and brag. All right, so next you're gonna go ahead and begin to write a section that connects to market analysis. Don't let this intimidate you, right? We have to get this done. This is a part of making sure that you are the lady CEO that I know that you are. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna really have to dive into becoming an amazing researcher so that you have a real good understanding of your particular industry and also the outlook and the target market that is surrounding your particular business. This is when you're going to go ahead and do that spying, that competitive research that everybody does, so that you will be able to find out what other businesses are doing and what their strengths are, or where there might be gaps in the market that your company can go ahead and fill in. So let's say we have a subscription box company, for example, and in their particular subscription box, they go ahead and let's say they're selling makeup. Well, they give mascara and they give lip gloss, but let's say they don't give a color palette for your eyeshadow. Now you found out that that is not necessarily their strength. Let's say they don't have the resources to be able to bring that particular product into their company, but you do in terms of your vendor, or let's say you're making these products from home. Now you know that you can be able to compete with this particular company and actually dive into their audience because of the fact that you're going to go ahead and offer a product that they are not offering. So within market research, you're really going to take time to look for the trends and the themes in your market. It's important to pay attention. What's new? What's upcoming? What can you look into so that you can stay ahead of the game? You want to ask yourself different questions as you're writing out this particular market and analysis part of your business plan. You want to ask yourself, what do successful competitors do, right? Why does what they're doing in particular work for their company? And what can you do better? By answering these questions, you can be sure to know that you are documenting the exact questions that the people that are reading your business plan are going to want to know. By answering these questions, you can be sure that you're answering the questions of those that will go ahead and invest in your particular business through your business plan. You can make sure that you've got it all covered. All right, so next you're going to begin to work on organization and management. You're going to begin to tell those that are going to read your business plan how exactly your company is going to be structured and how you're going to run it as a lady CEO. You're going to describe the legal structure of your company and your business. You're going to be able to talk about whether you have an intention to be able to incorporate your business as a C Corp or an S Corp, or let's say even as a limited partnership, or let's say a sole proprietor or an LLC. All of these different things you can do research about to really find more about which one you really want to be placed as in terms of your legal structure. Now I'll go ahead and let you know what I've done. When I first started my first business, I went ahead and listed myself as an incorporation, and that was by me talking to a friend that I had that was already really into business, and she was absolutely amazing. She had a whole bunch of knowledge and resources that helped me to be able to come to that decision, and she had done her own thing in terms of business. After I had done my own research, I found that my company would be great to be an LLC because of the benefits that are connected to being an LLC. And so you just have to do the research based upon the particular business that you have to find out what would fit best for your company. Now, you can also include what's known as an organizational chart to be able to lay out the different kind of like hierarchy chart of how your business will work. And so this will basically show who's in charge of what in your particular company. And I think that this is important so that as you build out your company, you'll be able to stay in order and everybody will be able to stay in their lane. You want to be able to show through this organizational chart how each person in your business, whether they're in the seat or they're not, how each person has their own particular unique experience and how they're going to go ahead and contribute to your success within your business venture. Now, you could include different kind of resumes or like that pedigree for these different people in your team so that you can absolutely boost how your business is being viewed by investors or anyone that is going to read your business plan. All right, so after that, you're going to go ahead and begin to work on your services or your product suites. And this is super duper important because a lot of newbie business owners or aspiring upcoming entrepreneurs, they don't think about the services or the products that they want to go ahead and offer. Now, in terms of products, I think that the concept of products are sometimes easier than when you have services in your business if you're a coach. So you really want to think about whatever your strengths are in terms of creating these services, or either, like I mentioned, whatever your product line is going to be. You want to be able to describe in your business plan what you sell or what service you actually offer. You want to talk about how it would go ahead and benefit your customers or your clients. And let's say you have products, you want to talk about what the product's life cycle looks like in particular, just some details about how exactly that's going to work. You want to share your plans with regards to your intellectual property, like copyright, or let's say you have patents that you need to go ahead and file, or anything surrounding trademarks. So if you're doing research and development for your service or your product, you want to be able to explain all the details of how every single component is going to go ahead and work. All right, so now you're going to go ahead and get into marketing and sales. This is the fun part. Now, there's no single way to be able to approach a particular marketing strategy. There are several different ways you could do marketing for your product or, let's say, your services. So your strategy should literally evolve and change to fit your unique needs on the basis of where your business is. You want to know that your goals in this particular section that you're writing up is going to be able to describe exactly how you attract and then also keep your customers or clients. Everybody that invests into your business, they want to know how you're going to be able to retain these customers or these clients. Whether you're going to go ahead and have an email list and you're going to consistently build relationship with these clients and then consistently sell to them through your CRM system, or whether you decide to do different promotional things in your business that surround different sales that you go ahead and pitch to your clientele, maybe through an email CRM system. I mean, whatever it is that you decide to do, you want to detail this. Or let's say you have a targeted audience that you went ahead and you obtained through ads based upon, let's say, a freebie. You want to be able to show how you're going to retain that particular audience. Maybe after you go ahead and you go through the process of obtaining these particular customers, then you're going to go ahead and do some retargeting ads so that you can get consistent sales, or you're going to do upsells aside from the products that, let's say, you're already offering on your sales page. I mean, there's so many different ways, or let's say strategies, that you can go about with regards to connecting to whatever your marketing is going to be. Now, when it comes to marketing and sales, you want to make sure that you really do pinpoint a good strategy to start with, because this is how you're going to make your money. And like I mentioned before, any kinds of investors or anybody that's reading your business plan, let's say if you're pitching it even to a family member that's going to go ahead and invest into your business, they want to know how you're going to make the coin. So just really take time to go through this component of how you're going to create a marketing plan and also a sales strategy, so you can make sure that people are clear about how the funds are going to be coming in. Now, if you're going to be requesting funding for your business, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, where you have different investors that go ahead and seed into your business, which is why most people do a business plan, it's important that you make sure that you outline whatever your funding requirements are going to be. So let's say at the beginning of your business, you might need like $10,000 to start. You're going to have money for ads, or let's say you need money for products, or money to be able to set up different systems. You want to list these things out so that your investor knows exactly what it is that you need. And then you want to be able to clearly explain to your investors how much funding you need, let's say up until the next 2 to 5 years, so that they'll know exactly what you're going to be using that funding for. Now, this is also important and as it connects to whoever your CPA or accountant is going to be, it's important that you know these things so that when you sit down with that person, they will basically know what they're working with. You want to talk about how exactly you're going to use these funds. You want to be very specific, once again, about the needs that you have to be able, let's say, to buy equipment or materials, or to be able to pay the different freelancers that you work with, or to cover particular bills that you'll have every single month. And obviously this is up until you get that revenue increase. So people want to be able to know exactly how this is going to flow. Now, you also want to include within this description of your funding request exactly how your future strategic financial plans will look, and like how are you going to end up paying off the debt that you racked up maybe from these investors or from a particular business loan. How are you going to go ahead and pay it back? You can even talk about how you plan on maybe possibly selling your business for a particular amount of money in the future. So to talk some more about finances, you're going to go ahead and detail what your financial projections look like, right? Now, according to SBA.com as well, they talk about the importance of supplementing your funding requests with your financial projections. And so in this, your goal is going to be to really convince the person that is reading your business plan that your business is stable, even if it hasn't fully flourished or it hasn't fully come into play yet. You want to be able to give people assurance that this is going to be something that works. Now, let's say your business is already established and you already have income statements, then you can present all of those details, like your cash flow statements for, let's say, the past 5 or let's say 3 years, and you want to give all of the details of what things look like, to whereas you're being super transparent to the particular person or either to the investor that's reading over your business plan. Now, if you don't know exactly what to include, if you already have an established business, you can definitely ask your CPA and they'll be able to give you more details about exactly how this is going to look for you. In this particular area with regards to financial projections, this is usually where people use those pretty amazing graphs and also charts to be able to talk about their financial stories. So if you have insight into this component of your business, this is the place where you're going to go ahead and include that. This is the place where you're going to go ahead and include those graphs and charts. Now, I know I've said a whole lot, but I believe that even if you have to go back through this video and listen to it in parts, that this will cover everything that you need for your business plan. Now you can go ahead and really go the traditional route once again and really write everything out over time, or you can just do a one-page business plan and just give a quick summary of all of the different areas that we mentioned that would make up your business plan. But you don't have to make it anything that is complicated. Get straight to the point, and then as your business grows, maybe you get to the point where you can just go ahead and pay somebody to write out your business plan. But nonetheless, you're still gonna have to sit with that person to be able to give them all of the details of everything that I mentioned in creating a business plan. So let me know in the comments down below, which part of writing your business plan are you looking forward to, or you can let me know in the description box down below whether you decide to do a quick and simple business plan or you decide to do a more traditional one, or maybe you've done it already. I'd love to know. Now, let's say you need a reinforcement to really get you through this process. I want to go ahead and invite you to make sure that you grab my ebook. I'll put the information in the description box down below that's going to help you to walk through the process. Everything that I mentioned in this video will also be in the ebook, plus more of the processes of how you can go ahead and create an amazing bomb business that I know that you'll absolutely love because of the fact that you built it. Well, beautiful, there's one more thing that I absolutely have to let you know, and that is I totally and absolutely believe in you. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. I'll see you again here soon, beautiful. Ciao. On a month-to-month basis. And so what that stat tells me is that entrepreneurship is definitely